The valedictorian for the Taos High School Centennial Class of 2012 is George Davis Torres.
Before I begin, let me say one thing. I'm not here as your valedictorian. I'm not here as an academic. I'm here as a student. These words that I give you are from student to student. I'm not here because I have to be. I'm here because I want to be. Taos High School is a truly unique place, and to have graduated from here is an honor. Because of that, I would like to congratulate every graduate sitting here today. This is a very special class. For the friends and family gathered here today, realize that we are not just any class, but the Centennial class, 100 years in the making. And we have plenty to show for it. If I have seen further than others, it is by standing upon the shoulders of giants. This is a quote by my hero, Isaac Newton. We are incredibly fortunate to have some of the best and most qualified teachers here. These are the giants whose shoulders we've stood upon these past 4 years. People like Dr. Nichols for being able to answer virtually any math question I can throw at him. People like Miss Paul for being able to make anyone's writing fantastic. For people like Mr. Hahn, who has this amazing ability to turn a class discussion into something fantastically entertaining. To people like Miss Bennett for taking time out of her smoking breaks to teach us. Even though Miss Bennett couldn't be here today, I'm sure she'd be glad to know that virtually no one in this class is going to major in economics because of her. This is also a unique class because of the people in it. I've grown up going to several schools outside of Taos, and every time I've come back, I've felt completely welcomed. Living 4 years outside the country, I came back to Taos Middle School, and all of my old elementary school friends remembered me. I think this attests to the type of students that we have here at Taos High School. We aren't a class that alienates or has cliques. Anyone can be anyone's friend. It has been this that makes our class incredibly special. 2 years ago, I had the pleasure of being our class president, and it was then that I saw this characteristic. Our class senate has been populated by many varieties of people, and has seen participations on all accounts. This, coupled with her fantastic class sponsors, Ms. Chavez and Ms. Matz, has made going to school with you the past 4 years truly a pleasure. Let's turn our attention to this hat that you have donned upon your heads. Despite its funny looks, it truly represents something more than graduation. It represents completion. But we haven't graduated. Not yet. Graduating isn't just receiving a diploma for filling out the required credit material. It is a psychology. It's a mindset. For a person to graduate, a synthesis must occur. You have to realize that you've moved on. The best and probably the worst thing about high school is you have to do so many things in 4 years. You have to become more independent, push yourself academically, grow up. All of these experiences culminate into what I believe to be one's true moment of graduation. That aha moment when you've realized that you've moved on and that high school has completed its task in your life. For some of you, this moment has already come. For others, it is yet to come. Whenever it comes, I implore you, cherish it, because that is when you finally have graduated and have moved on from this time of your life. Today marks a time of infinite possibility. Infinite, infinite, no finite value. That means that our future doesn't have a finite determination. Just as we could not have imagined what the past 4 years would have been like as freshmen, we cannot possibly imagine what the next 4 years will be like. As Soren Kierkegaard once wisely noted, life can only be understood backwards, but you must live it forwards. Thus, as we retreat to the pleasures of summer, don't overplan your future. You'll simply constrict it. Instead, keep an open mind to what lies ahead, even if the future is unclear. Whether you go to college in town or out of town, in state or out of state, I encourage you to forge new paths. Do not stay within the confines of your high school friends and habits. These days are over. There's a good reason that this is called a commencement, for it truly is the day that the rest of our lives commence. And now as we go our separate ways, the world will see what the class of 2012 has to offer.